Crimson Fox MTG here, and the older deck that I'm going to be playing in Historic is Azorious Flyers. This deck is the older school version of the deck. It works like this. Just follow me. Fairy Guide Mother. You want to do extra damage or get another flyer. Healer's Hawk Flyer. Everything in this deck is a flyer. Loyal Pegasus. Self-explanatory. Fairy Miscreant allows you card draw. Spectral Sailor, you got Flash Flying, and you got card draw later on. Hushbringer, because it's a decent flyer, and it takes care of those ETB effects. Rally of Wings as a finisher. Warkite Marauder to get past those big things that you just can't get past. Winged Words is card draw. Dovin, card draw and creating extra flyers. This is an Anthem effect right here. This is the big payoff with this deck, though. So you throw down 4 of these little flyers, and then you tap them down and play Sephara. And once Sephara is down, usually what happens is that unless they have some kind of removal spell, they usually die. Because once all your flying creatures are indestructible, there's not a whole heck of a lot they can do. Sephara has got to go, or else you can just block any amount of damage as long as you keep throwing things down. So anyway, this is old school Azorious Flyers, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, like and subscribe. Here we go. Into the Historic mode with Azorious Flyers, and we will be playing 2 games today to see how well we can do. Here we are. Alright, this isn't the most terrible hand. So let's start off with a Fairy Miscreant. Let's get that damage in there. Looks like it's a Gruul deck. Okay. Not the best thing for us, but let's see what we can do here. See, he's got Cindervines here. It does damage to me every time I cast a non-creature spell. So he's going to cast that, and I'm going to quickly flash the Spectral Sailor in here. Prepare for more damage next turn. Alright, let's do an Anthem effect here. And just do a shit ton of damage to his face. Try to end this game as quickly as possible before he gets into his bigger drops. Which is what is exactly happening right here and now. I'm going to roll in there again. And I got him. He already knew it was a done deal. That's Azorious Flyers. That's what it's capable of, people. Rekindling Phoenix is a really good card. I highly suggest you play it if you play red, but at the same time, if you just got enough aggro, it's a done deal. Now we're going into game 2. Ooh, got a card here. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. For a 1-drop, that's pretty good. Alright. Second game, Azorious Flyers, everyone. So to let you know, this deck does pick up wins in Historic. As you can see, it's a solid deck. The newer versions of this deck are a lot different. None of them use Sephara, but I love Sephara. I think Sephara is one of the biggest jank plays that you can possibly pull off. And then if they just don't have the answer, they lose. Which is something I absolutely, particularly love about this deck. Because it uses Loyal Pegasus, and most decks wouldn't even bother with that card. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Green, red, blue. Ooh, okay. He's going to be looking to do some nasty shit. I can't counter his spells, but this deck isn't exactly big on counter spells anyway. So we're going to go ahead and just try to get as much damage in as possible. Just start beating his face as much as possible. Which is really what we got to do. We got to do as much damage quick as possible before he gets on board and just kills us, which would be very tragic. It could happen very, very quickly if we are not fast enough. So let's go ahead and just replace all that. A whole bunch of aggro effects and just keep going in there. Keep hitting that face. I have no idea what he's going to play, but I have a feeling it's bad news bears for us if we allow him to play it. Yep, there's the Gatebreaker Ram. I am not going to block any of that. Alright. Hopefully we can draw into Sephara. Hopefully we can draw into Sephara. Couldn't for the life of us. So just continue laying down beats. Can he just kill us out the game? He cannot. And that is yet another victory for old school Azorius Flyers. I hope... You know what? Normally I want to do this, but let's play one more. Why not? Why can't we just play one more? I got another 25 gold reward to get. So that's 2 games in a row, Azorius Flyers and Historic. And if you haven't played this deck before, I highly suggest you check this deck out. From earlier in the year, I have won with this deck as early as turn 4, where it's just a done deal because I play Sephara and they can't do anything and they just quit out. They rage quit out. Nothing better than winning like that. Okay, well, this could be a thing. Let's go ahead and do this. Healer's Hawk. Such a good card for a 1-drop. Some kind of Death Touch. I don't really care about that. Because I'm not trying to block any of his stuff. Like, with this deck, you don't necessarily want to block his stuff in the early game if you can get Sephara down. You really want to, try to get as many flyers out as possible. That is unfortunate. Miss land drops in this deck is hideous, just to let you know. But, on the other hand, if I pull just one more mana, I can go ahead and play Sephara, which that is not working for me. So I'm going to have to do this, get in there with more damage, and just use those Healer Hawks to try to get ahead. Now, if he doesn't kill something here, he's going to be in a world of hurt. Let us find out if he does. Oh, bro, this is going to be real tragic for you in a moment. Ye know not what you do. There it is. There it is, everybody. Let us go ahead and get Sephara down. And let's just throw a Hushbringer on top of that so we can block anything he wants to throw down. Yeah, no, I can't say that I care, bro. I can't say that I care at all. Normally I would care about a 7/7, but I really don't. And I think that it's time now to show him exactly what I think of him. Because check this out, everybody. It's just so much damage. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, 18 damage on board. As I said, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed it. Check this deck out. It is a beaut. It is an absolute beaut. Again, Azorius Flyers. I'm going to show that deck list one more time. So to anybody who hasn't heard of this deck, here you go. Here's the deck list to let you see that for a couple moments there. 1 Fairy Godmother, 4 Healer's Hawk, 4 Loyal Pegasus, 4 Fairy Miscreant, 4 Spectral Sailor, 3 Hushbringers, 2 Rally of Wings, 2 Warkite Marauders, 4 Winged Words, 2 Dobin Grand Arbiter, 4 Empyrean Eagles, 4 Sephara, Sky's Blade, 10 Plains, 8 Islands, and 4 Hallowed Fountains. When this deck originally came out, it did not use the Hallowed Fountains like that. It didn't have 4 copies, but I found out that blue is just an absolutely necessary thing. Most of the games that I just outright lose with this deck, it'll be because I can't pull blue. And blue is immensely important to the game plan in this deck because a lot of the really cool effects you absolutely need blue for. So anyway, that's Crimson Fox MTG signing off. Hope you enjoyed watching me destroy people. 3-0 people. 3-0. Nice. Thanks again.